So it's a fictional civilization. Big deal. That's still pretty big. I mean, Technicolor in the novels, the culture has billions of people, billions of more people than Earth does. So, going with that, I'd say it's a pretty important post. I mean, I felt it was important. I felt, like I was actually doing something. So, I still remember the first time that I realized that I'm a diplomat for the culture. I was at the university, and I'm not going to say which, but I think if you look in the background, you can probably judge where I am. Um, and everything that I had been going through just clicked. Everything that I had learned about the culture clicked. And that was when I came to know the culture for their deficiencies, for what they're not getting right, for the reason. That was when it was revealed to me the reason the culture needed us. I'm not going to go into it so much, but I did make a sort of podcast about 2 years ago, rather offensive in terms of initial, like, what the fuck is this? But essentially, we have the culture in their beginning stages. What do I mean by their beginning stages? Like, literally that. For whatever reason, when the culture decides to visit us here, and I don't know whether I don't think they're ignorant about this, but they are only able to visit us when they sort of get on our level. And our level, well, our technological level, we don't have AI yet. I know there's a lot of talk about AI and whatnot, but that's still very much into that's very much it's in the infancy, is what I'm trying to say, compared to what we'd expect from the culture novels. And what it looks like is terrifying. I called it something that I won't, well, basically, when you get out there, it becomes something that you don't talk about. You don't talk about the crisis of the culture. Don't imagine the crisis of the culture. I'm a diplomat to a fictional civilization, and they have decided to put laws against imagining them disfavorably. Unfavorably? Yes, but a word for it, huh? Yeah. It's like Pruitt-Go. You have unlimited resources compared to what we're led to believe in the US, to do whatever you want. It's basically every kind of urban crisis imaginable put into one, easy to retrieve, easy. It's just disgusting. They have people who sprout up at only 18 years of age, and they'll live for maybe 5 years or so. The culture doesn't really care much about that because they see that they're still creating sort of cities and villages and whatnot. And to them, it's they see they only see the happiness of their people, and it seems like they're they're turning a blind eye to the people who aren't satisfied, or the reason that people don't seem to be living as long. And quite honestly, I think it's in the state where they don't understand the concepts of life and death like we do. So you might have, for some reason, an entire like city equivalent parish. The reason? No one knows the reason. They just sort of seem to slump off. It's not suicide all the time either. It's usually not suicide. They're not suicidal like we are in the West. They're very much, I mean, they're gregarious is the word I was looking for. They're gregarious. Hey, don't copy that sloppy.